I am Sentam Ronald.
My name is Shadrach Samuel. I'm from Congo.
I'm by the names of Tumsime Kechi Byron.
Jina yangu iko Mawa John Tom. Mnatoka kwa West Nile. Mimi iko na bibi na watoto 3. Wandito iko 2, wabona iko 1 peke yake.
Anaitwa Samuel. I'm 38 years from Fort Potro in Western Uganda.
My name is Tony Musasizi. Before I joined Kazo Technical School, I was a craftsman making animal structures for pigs, poultry, and cattle.
I'm Yakatonda Joseph. I'm Samia.
I'm by name's Enoch Nabasa. I come from Ankole, to be specific, Rampala district. I come from those hills up there.
My friend was here 2022. Then after I finished to learn welding, then he tell me about it. Then I tell him when I got school fees, I will join it. Then this year, 2023, I'm here.
I was helped by my boss, Steve Williams, who owns Chaninga Lodge in Fort Potro. I was working with him, but in a different department, and he's a good friend of John Gooch, so it was through that contact that I ended up here.
The research that I made, because I was at home in the village, and one of the students here had his brother. We came to narrate with him, and he told me that I have my brother. He's studying there in Kampala, Kazo. He's in a welding course. He tried to give me the details about the school, how it works, how their things are done, the courses they do, the types of welding they take.
Kujua shule hii iko ndugu yangu ngine moja yanafanyanga kwa South Sudan. Yanapata message kwa WhatsApp. Mara moja ndio yanapiga simu kwangu ati mimi wacha kazi mwenye mimi nafanya, mimi bado kuja kusoma shule hii hapo.
The kind or different types of welding they do. Most institutions, they only do stick welding. They don't have these other types like TIG welding, MIG welding. They don't have them. That is the outstanding reason that made me choose Kazo. Because on this TIG welding and MIG welding, it is what can market a welder today, apart from stick welding. It's what can market a welder. It is what, according to my observation, is what can make you call yourself a welder.
Kazo Technical School is, I'll say, sort of special because the program, first of all, that they give us is 6 months, but ideally, I sort of applied through GIZ, but to Ntinda Technical. Then I realized that it will take me 2 years to learn the same things or even less than what I've learned in 6 months. So that's why I enrolled to Kazo Technical.
When I came in, I was guided and I had a tour around the school, saw the different machines, welding processes, interacted with the instructors. I found it to be a lot different, and that attracted me a lot. And there I registered and then waited on for the coming intake. Kazo was so special in a way that when you read articles in the newspaper, people advertising for jobs, you find targeting people who can do welding in 2 different positions. You find 2G, 3G, 4G. Yeah. And when I reached here, during the school tour, the instructor promised me that is what they do here. They teach welders to weld in 2 different welding positions. So that alone attracted me, and I knew that I would compete well into the Ugandan market with such skills.
Kazo. I don't know if there is another school like this one, because Kazo is better.
First of all, I was trying to solve the problem of unemployment, to find a job for myself. And another thing, I wanted to employ myself to stop working for other people and do my own things. I didn't do so much research, but I had some information because at Chaninga there are 2 people working there who are former students of this school. So I had some information from them. One thing I would point out is it encourages more practicals than just doing theory, because most of the time you are really practicing what you are taught.
We had a perception of these vocation schools where students could come to school, and when they come to school they are fed with theory. They leave school when they are half-baked nga kosa agimaze naye ekituufu kiri nti ne bw'omuwa theoretical part tasobola gikola ne bw'omuwa practical part tasobola gikola nga it is like to pass time. Kati ekyo nange kye nali nsuubira mu welding school nga Kazo, naye kyantwalira eddakiika 45 nga ntuuse Kazo otegeera nti this is much more better than what I even need.
The other friend of mine narrated to me nga sisobola kukikkiriza that the school can teach you, can give you skills, and after, if it has job opportunities, it can again connect you. I couldn't expect that, but I was so happy, and I'm so happy that the school again provides us that.
Here you get to learn about self-teaching. In our vocation schools out there, you are taught nti omusomesa nga bwe yakikwata era bw'akikuwa ekyamulema kyonna ne kikulema, but here bakulaga ekintu. Bwe bamala okulaga ekintu ne bakulaga abantu ab'enjawulo bwe bakikola. Ono ye akikola bw'ati, ono lefta akikola bw'ati, ono righter akikola bw'ati. Then nawe ne bakuwa obudde weenoonye weezule okikolenga ggwe.
Yeah, the major reason why Kazo stood out from other schools, or from other training grounds, Kazo has a lot of like material. It has a lot of machines. Here you can you can interact with the instructor directly on the one-on-one. Like the environment is too conducive. Yeah, the environment itself is conducive. Material is always there, so that makes learning so easy.
What I would say about Kazo
It's a game changer in the welding industry. It trains students who are so competent.
My very first point is the use of welding and metal in construction. I've been seeing many construction technologies going around, but then when I got to learn about structural steel back in school, I sort of understood and got a glimpse into the future of building in our Uganda. We are using rudimentary systems to build apartments, but then when we factor in the use of structural steel and structural fabrication, structural welding per se, we can build things faster, we can build bigger, we can build taller, we can do a lot of things with welding. Welding can be used in manufacturing, let me say vehicles. We can also do houses, we can do prefab, we can build a lot of stuff with welding and metals. So I see metals as something that is malleable, something that can be applied to any industry, and it is something that is not as wood that once you cut, you cannot repair. Metal can be repaired.
Ya kwanza mwenye mina shukuru mwalimu yetu yuko mtu mzuri, mzungu ile yuko vile mtu mzuri, mwenye kama wanataka kitu ngine kwake huko, sasa wanauliza yeye, wacha asaidia wewe na kumwambia kwako hivi, mara moja ya hapana kosa, yeye anaamuka, yeye anafundisha kwako kitu mwenye wanataka. Kitu mwenye hao napatia kwa sisi kusasinda yote ya wa inchi ingine nje huko.
Ngabwe ntudde wano, if it is structural welding, if it is stick welding, if it is MIG welding, if it is aluminium welding, ompabuwi machine nenkulaga ekintu bwe kitambula setaaga kwogerera okitegeera nti the school is excellent. It actually delivers more than what it even says it delivers. Era this is my plea that if there is any way this thing can be enlarged, nechigaziwa, it would be much more better, because it is very good. It is excellently good. It is so good.
One word that I can use at Kazo is just that these guys are genius. They know what they are doing. They know what they are teaching.
The environment is conducive. Instructors are really good, so helpful. And even the students I'm studying with, yeah, it's like really home. From some of the technical schools I had seen, especially in our area, they are not well equipped like this one. So it has gone beyond my expectation. I've learned so much, especially with welding, all the welding processes, fabrication, and now I feel that the skills that I have, I can really have a good life and a bright future.
Kitu mwenye au kusafundisha mimi hapo, hii ya kukata, ya kuchoma, fabricator, hizi yote mimi kusafanya. Mimi naona iko tofauti kwa fasi mwenye wa nje huko. Iko tofauti.
Welding was a passion to me. I've learned a lot of skills in welding because we do welding and fabrication, but I came when I had no idea about welding. But now, my friend, you cannot come and lie me about welding. You cannot come and lie me about welding. Definitely, I'm able to do a lot of things in welding, fabrication. So, I've achieved a lot in welding. And I'm able to make a lot of things that that comes out like, in case of fabrication, I'm perfect. That's what I can say, I'm perfect.
I can now weld because I have been learning different types of welding, aluminium, stainless steel, mild steel, which I didn't used to do the other time because it wasn't even into my minds to learn welding. But here I have achieved many.
I had never done any welding before, but I used to love how they are doing it, so I also got interested in that. So obviously it was good to me when I was seeing people welding.
Yes, I love it because in our family, welding is our dream. I think 50% in our family, they are welders, all of them.
What pushed me more to join metal joining or metal fabrication, I happened to be a craftsman who was joining and making products using different materials such as wood. I had a positive perception towards welding since I knew that it was just a metal joining processes as it used to happen in other joining processes like for timber where I used nails, glue. So my attitude was also to learn this new skill on joining metals. So joining Kazo, I took it to be an opportunity in a way that I was going to learn a new skill, joining metal using metal welding processes such as TIG, MIG, SMAW, and gas welding processes.
Definitely you have a theory class, but it's more of practical because at Kazo you weld from 11 up to something like 5. Definitely that is something unique because I've researched about other institutions. Practicals are few, like they are less. That is what I can say about that.
I'm trying to learn more things about the world. I'm trying to get to understand how people work, how people behave. I'm trying to solve certain challenges that I see about in the environment with the people I stay with. We have a common problem that comes with, say, things like infrastructure. Actually, that's what brought me to welding in the first position. Welding per se, I hadn't really gone deep into it, but what I knew about welding was something to do with metals. But then I didn't know that welding was involved in bigger processes, manufacturing and stuff. So once I got to understand that welding is not only dealing with making beds, making furniture, making windows, I sort of got to understand a bigger picture about welding. and what it can be used for.
I've happened to achieve a lot of things. Me and my fellow students happened to construct a decker, which I intend to take to my children. I'm a father of 2 children, and that alone has attracted me a lot, creating something I can use with my family.
Let me talk about structure welding. Bw'otunuulira structure welding owa stick. One, mulimu weird positions. For example, 3G ne 4G. Kati bw'obeera mu 4G, it is a position you are welding up, you have a torch, you are bracing oyimiridde, you're melting the metal and you're putting it up on a piece that is just like this. Kati kitwala okwekiririzamu at first. Because bw'okiwulira kirabika ng'ekiri unrealistic. Naye bw'okitandika okikola n'okiwulira nga naawe kivuddeyo. Then to weefiiringa gwe ng'omuntu nti ne bw'oba onyiize tosobola kwokya muliro ne gutereera. Nti ne bw'oba enjala ekuluma oba olina otwalayo obudde ogenda osooka osibe yingini obeere ng'oli comfortable. Ne bw'oba olina issues munda mu ggwe mutima tosobola kwokya muliro ne guvaayo nga bwe guyina okuvaayo. Nti through welding weezuula, you self check yourself. Kyenyinza okugamba ekyo.
It would be MIG welding. I see if you're planning to do something commercially, it takes little time to produce a lot of things. So
My favorite module would be fabrication, because since I was a child, I was that person who liked to create or bring up new projects, new products from scratch using different materials such as wood. I could build small houses. Yeah, so fabrication is my best module.
TIG welding, because that is what I can tell you. If there is any job in Uganda that is for TIG welding, definitely I could crash that one down, and it's my favorite. That's what I can tell you. It is the best. I think it's the best that I've really. But I know all the rest, but TIG welding is the best in TIG welding. If there is anyone there who can defeat me in TIG welding, my friend, come and try your luck.
the fear of spending 6 months without earning, yet I have a family.
And the major obstacle, it's finance. That made me almost not join the school. And after joining, it made me almost not finish the course. Because I joined last year. I started the first semester. I had begun the second semester. I didn't accomplish it because of finance. And that is why I'm in this second semester, to finish up with the course. Yeah, it was finance.
Yeah, I'll say time, because even now I have to be somewhere else, either working or studying. But then I chose to cut off a few things to focus on this because it's a short term. Once you learn the skill, maybe you have to get involved somewhere to get internship and get some hands-on experience. But the main thing that really became a harbor, became a stumbling block to me joining welding, was time. Secondly, the sort of fabrication schools that we have, they don't teach what we learn from Kazo. And if they teach, they majorly do in theory.
The thing I think it would have not been possible if I never joined Kazo is I think I would never change my perception towards the Christianity, the fear of God. Like my heart was bit rigged, and I was never concerned with things concerning Christianity, that fear of God. I thought I could make up in life if minus God. just doing things the way I wanted. But after joining Kazo, I found it so important. Though we plan, but God always has a big plan for us.
The skills that I've gotten from here will help me to shape my future. So Kazo will always be part of me. And
I see something big in me and my fellow students. Depending on what you have been loaded with, it is a big package to compete on the international and the Ugandan market. And I hope we are going to achieve, we are going to do big into this enterprise.
Of course, I've been studying and I have achieved many things in this course that we are in. Firstly, it's the skills that I've got. It made me so happy because I hadn't seen any institution that can provide these skills. According to me, I think the services that I'm provided to are enough. The services that I'm given are enough.
Ekituufu kiri nti I'm happy. Ndi musanyufu kubanga kyenfunye kyokka kimala okuteeka smile ku muntu amaze ebbanga nga taseka ye mazima.
No time we have ever spent in Kazo that no equipment for using, no requirements, each and everything is there. Whatever you think of in a welding field is there, is at Kazo. You come and see, you come and like witness it yourself.
I've already recommended it to a number of people, but we have a problem. Abantu muna ibagala kumala kulabako. Ate nga sibanenya cause nange bwentyo bwe nali. Actually, nalina okusooka okujja wano okusalawo munamuze ngamba nti ngenda somera welding. Kyekyo nti at times you recommend people and then they are like bwawulira welding afuna eri kiri ekifaananyi kya welding ekigenda maaso mu nsi. Naye nga it is recommendable, and if anyone gets to watch this video, come and try your luck. Come even if it is for a week. Ojalabanga ebintu ojja nawe kwerabirako n'amaaso gaabiri kyenyinza omugamba.